Let's take a look at the run-on sides. Here they are.
And the Bulldogs line up this way. Luke Patton's the fullback. El Masri is on one wing. Brett Howland replaces Shane Martini, who's out suspended. Vungana and Talau in the centres. Anasta's the 5'8". Daryl Trindle replaces Craig Polamatta, out with a crook knee. Travis Norton's the lock forward. Second rowers are Reardon and Hughes. Steve Price comes into the side to replace Paul Rahihi. Corey Hughes the hooker. Darren Britt the other prop and captain. Interchange of Feeney, Pete Ward and Perry, coached by Steve Oakes.
And for Parramatta, it's the same run-on side that defeated the Dragons last week. Hodgson at fullback, Richards and Moody the wings, Lyon and Wagon the centre pairing, Buettner at 5'8", PJ Marsh the halfback, Ryan locks the scrum, the Hindmarsh brothers the second row, Nathan Kalis captains the side in the front row alongside Vella and Irvine. On the bench, Violiki, Drew, Wesley and Solomona.
It is not the best job, particularly when it's raining. On the sidelines, Andrew Voss. Good evening.
Well, Ray, it's our first really wet Friday night of the year. The Eels boast the second best defence in the league coming into tonight. They were very physical against the Dragons last week, and if they repeat that effort, I'm pretty sure they'll force plenty of errors from the Bulldogs tonight.
So there it is. Showers forecast, light winds, temperature 19 degrees. And Tim Mander is the man with the whistle tonight. Bill Harrigan actually is studying this game from the video referee's box with Chris Ward. He'll work tomorrow night. Parramatta from left to right. Price comes back, and it was a jolting tackle, the first of the night from Andrew Ryan. Impressive record for Parramatta here at the stadium. They've won 5 of their last 6. And the last 4 times they've played the Dogs here at Parramatta Stadium, they've beaten them 3 from 4. Price again. Tackled just outside the 30-metre line. Tackled awkwardly. There's the head-to-head, which goes back to 1947. The Dogs holding it. Hodgson, who was on the end of that head-slamming tackle from Trent Barrett last weekend on his own 40-metre line. Jamie Lyon, don't argue, and put away 2 metres on his side of halfway. That went. Well, Manders ruled a knock on Ian Hindmarsh, the number 12. And, well, I'm not so sure. It may have gone forward, but did it go forward off the arms? 4th tackle, 4 metres out from the line. The Eels with Marsh. Now Buettner. Buettner back for Hodgson. Knocked down by the Dogs. He didn't play at the ball. Buettner will play it on 5. The crowd booing the referee, but the referee got it right. Marsh into the in goal. Here comes the chase. They've got it, Parramatta. They've nailed it. It is Daniel Wagon.
Did El Masri stop the ball from being put down by Daniel Wagon? No, he hasn't. It is a try. Well, you do everything you can, don't you?
Yeah, that is right. You're quite right. When there is some doubt and it's a try, if both the defence and the attack ground the ball at the same time, the attacking side is given the advantage.
Absolutely not. And the Bulldogs now have got a bit of space to move in. And Trindle's got to work some magic with forwards running off him. And they're running well. Darren Britt's playing well. Surging ahead, looking for some support.
That run from Reardon has laid the platform for this. Patton got it away. And the Dogs are going to make it. Vungana is over. Tim Mander awards the try. There was a little deflection in there that I just had a question mark on, but it eventually came back to Vungana. Mander was in perfect place.
Well, it's been a great couple of minutes from Nigel Vungana, a try saver at the other end. This is a pass from Glenn Hughes that it's actually batted on by Braithen Astor. Beautiful stuff again from the young man in the number 6 jersey. Good pass here from Trindle as well. He immediately knows that he's going to get the ball under and to a support player in Patton. Patton puts a move on Nathan Hindmarsh. Hughes into a gap. Now watch this from Anasta. Wonderful stuff again. Putting it onto the chest of the try scorer.
Well, we've seen this kid do some special things in the last month or so. The game he had against the Northern Eagles was just spectacular. This is as good as it gets. He's only 18 years of age. He's doing things that Mick Cronin was doing at the age of 30.
Now El Masri.
Yeah, 12-point haul for El Masri last week, out of their 16 points, fourth on the point scoring list this season. And this has been a big improvement in his game, his goal kicking, a chance to put his side in front.
Michael Cronin stand right behind El Masri, almost packed to capacity, sheltering from the rain, the fans. From the 20-metre line, he's gonna get it. He's done it. Beautiful conversion by El Masri. It is 6-4, the Dogs over the Eels. Parramatta numbered up. Corey Hughes through from Norton. Long ball out towards the centres and finding Anasta. Oh! Glenn Hughes not held. Then it came back off the feet of Anasta. It's play on. It is Norton. And Norton is tackled. 2 metres from the line.
I thought the pass was forward.
Trindle puts a kick in. Oh, this is close. Feeney might have scored here.
Has he scored a try with his second?
Yes, he has.
He has.
It looked to be a mile forward, but that's all academic now as the
try for the Dogs.
Comes up.
10-4. Glenn Hughes had the arm free. He was looking for a runner, but El Masri was too late in getting there. There's a Parramatta player injured in back play. I think it's Ryan. I think it's Andrew Ryan who's hurt for Parramatta as play comes to a halt.
And I think we'll see a penalty here for Canterbury against Parramatta players tackling high on Barry Ward. And what to do, about 32 metres out, right in front of the sticks. They will have a shot at goal.
This is the Ryan injury. It looks as though it's a leg injury of some kind. Difficult to pick it up from that.
And then the high tackle by Wesley on Barry Ward. So an opportunity here for a 10-point lead for the Bulldogs at half-time.
Half-time, 40 seconds away. There she goes, looks okay. And a further 2 points to the Bulldogs. They lead 14-4. Parramatta were only able to break that defence with the kick. It went off the boot, into the in goal for Wagon to score. That was the only way Parramatta could find to get the ball over the line, and then the Dogs came back. The penalty, the possession ratio was 2/3 of the time against them, and they scored 2 tries in spite of that. 14-4 then as we take a break. We're back with the second half in just a moment. So here we go. Will they extend that lead, or will the Eels in fact come back to be undefeated in their last 4 games? Everything coming into the game pointed to an Eels victory. At the moment, it's not looking that way. Parramatta Stadium becoming increasingly sodden by this prevailing weather. Nathan Hindmarsh beyond the 40-metre line. Brad Drew came on midway through the first half in jumper number 14. And now Butner. It's a kick. It's going out on the fall. It's gone over the head of Brett Howland. And that's another one of the downsides of conditions like these, particularly for the kickers.
It's also a reward for persistence. That time it was Jamie Feeney going through, putting pressure on the kicker.
Marsh. Price got him again. Price has been a bit of a nemesis for Marsh tonight. Oh, great ball! Brad Drew for Michael Butner, and Butner is over the line. What a perler of a pass from Bradley Drew.
Yes, let's have a look at that one again. They needed something inspirational. They were lucky to get possession. Daniel Wagon can put his hand up for this try as well. That was the kick following Hodgson being taken out from the bomb.
It's a great chase, Pete.
Yeah.
And he shouldered Trindle out of the way. Almost pushed him in the back.
And there you see Brad Drew taking off the step. He knew that if he could get it around the back of Steve Reardon, that Michael Butner, who's probably the best backup man in this Parramatta side, was going to be there.
Hudson from 20 in. 17 out to bring them within 4. 14 to 10 now. Britt. Now can the Dogs come back and really hurt them? Price is 15 out from the line. Glenn Hughes, oh, it's over the shoulder of Trindle and Ryan. Ryan's with the ball. Vella.
Well, speaking of injuries, not only moments ago, PJ Marsh is struggling out there as well. Looks like he's picked up an Achilles problem.
He's got a cramp, Pete. He's got a problem with cramp in that left calf muscle. I was watching him try to stretch it earlier on. Ball pushed across the wagon away to Ian Hindmarsh. 42 metres out from their own line as Irvine comes back into the game. And he got a ricochet off Jamie Lyon. Lyon's going down the touchline. Puts a kick into the centre. Off the boot again. They're there. Parramatta's over. Daniel Irvine has scored. This is a miraculous try. This is quite incredible.
So we're just checking whether he was onside at the end. That's fine. It's the build-up that Ray was talking about. Wonderful work from Daniel Irvine scooting out of dummy half. He collided with Hodgson, almost propelled him through the defensive line. Got it to Jamie Lyon. Let's have a look at how that occurred. That's Irvine. Gets pushed through by his fullback. Gets the pass to Lyon, who's got wonderful hands. He gets rid of Howland. Tries to get on the outside of Feeney. Kicks. Everybody is onside. It bounces off the shoulder of Luke Patton. On the boot of the try scorer, Daniel Irvine. So with the same bloke picking it up as kicked it, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Brad Drew, here's the, what we think, green light, yes. Brad Drew had only just left the field. Daniel Irvine sprinted onto the dummy half area and did the rest himself, didn't he? Fantastic stuff. Sprints out of dummy half, beats one, finds support, gets pushed through a gap by Hodgson, finds support, and look, watch Irvine, he's on the deck. He has to make the effort to get up and support, and that's a big thing to do when it's very wet, you're down by 4, and he gets up and gets his foot to the footy and has enough speed once he gets it back to get there. Wonderful stuff from Irvine.
We've seen a couple of touches from this kid tonight too, Jamie Lyon, to suggest that he has got something a little bit special in his game. Irvine kept his composure here. Hodgson, who did very well to continue his support, the two players who started it, finish it off. And now can the number one put his team in front?
Hodgson, 14 all. This to put them in front with 13 to go. Nails it, gets it. Parramatta leading by 2 points. Kalis, he's been tireless tonight. I don't suppose that's anything new for Nathan Kalis, but he's to be admired. Wholehearted performer. Now it is Jamie Lyon running towards the corner. He's pulled down 5 metres out. Drew away from Marsh. Now back for Kalis. Kalis drops it on the left foot. It's bouncing around for El Masri. He'll be... I thought he might have been forced back into the in goal, but he did well. He submitted in the tackle, which was the wise thing to do. Now Vangana. Play back for El Masri. Give it away for Adam Peake. 11 out from his own line. 8.5 minutes of the game remaining. Just 2 points in it. Patton gets it around the corner. Howland gets it inside, but it's knocked on by Willie Talau. We will take a break and be back in just a moment. 16-14. 2 points the margin.
We might have just seen a match-winning tackle here on Brett Howland. He's quite possibly the quickest man out there. And have a look at Jamie Lyon. Stretching out, ball going back inside behind Talau. If Howland had got around his man, they were away.
Now the Eels. Butner has lost it. Played by Anasta. Chance for Parramatta. Extinguished by Canterbury. And played by Price. Peak surging down the blind side to the Parramatta 40-metre line. Big Bad Barry. 31 away. Played back for Glenn Hughes. Then for Darryl Trindle. Now for Braith Anasta. This is Willie Talau. 27 metres out. The Dogs down by 2. Glenn Hughes, a neat step. 5 gone for them. Trindle into open space. Now comes to the defence line. Price puts a kick in. Well read by, no, it's Nathan Hindmark.
Yeah, sat into a good set of 6 there.
Sorry, Paul.
Sat into a good set of 6 there by the Bulldogs. You probably don't need prop forwards putting in little kicks on your 5th tackle, but it went to Stephen Price. He had no choice.
Violecki came into the game when Parramatta lost Pat Richards. For how long? We're not sure at this time. Moody. 33 out from the line. Parramatta protecting a 2-point lead. Charge down. The Dogs have got a chance. Feeney, he'll make it. Feeney's over. Off a charge down. Jamie Feeney has probably won the game for the Dogs.
And if any man deserves a charge down tonight, it is Jamie Feeney. He's been superb since coming off the bench. We've mentioned his name plenty of times this evening, and it's all been good stuff. Michael Butner, he had a long time to kick this football, but Feeney, well, he actually got him pretty much around the stomach area, so it was a pretty poor kick from Butner. But he has gone through 10 times tonight, and it might be the 10th time that he gets the charge down that wins the game. Yeah, simple mistakes by Parramatta will cost them a win tonight if Canterbury do go on with this. Great show of courage and determination by Jamie Feeney. What a game he's had. Been really good. Michael Butner had plenty of time to kick that. He kicked it low. Did it like a 3-iron instead of a 9-iron. And hence another Bulldogs try.
Well done, Jamie Feeney. It's all been said. He has not stopped all night long doing the behind-the-scenes things that you don't get a lot of praise for. The cameras aren't on you. You're trying to keep supporting players, running decoys, trying to charge down kicks, putting a chase on the kick. Just little things, and Feeney has done that all night long. El Masri, 5 in from touch. On the 20-metre line, Michael Cronin stand side. Haven't they had some battles over the last couple of decades, these two clubs, and how many times has the scoreboard been so close at completion? Hasm, El Masri with this to make it 2016. Not enough. Maybe that's a good question. Is it enough? It's not over this one. Both teams are out on their feet. Hasm. Got it. Got it. Got it. Beautifully. 20 points to 16 now. The Army goes up. Andrew.
And Ray, I'll sing the praises more of this bloke on screen, Jamie Feeney. Last week off the bench, 14 hit-ups, 32 tackles, and his career try tally now 11. That's a great record for a bench player.
Shallow restart by Parramatta, comes down to Canterbury. 4 points the lead for the blue and whites. I still think there's another try in this game. For who, I'm not sure, but given the tiredness, given the fatigue, it wouldn't surprise to see another crack. And another opportunity exploited. Peak on the halfway.
Well, now Daryl Trindle has to come into his own as well with the kicking game. It goes back on the last. He fires it low. Reasonable field position for
Parramatta have used all their interchanges. Canterbury have 2 left. But according to Andrew, there's a chance that they mightn't have any personnel to use. Kalis. There's Britt. Solomona. David Solomona. There's the ball. David Wesley is with it. 4 tackles gone for the Eels. 20 points to 16. We've gone inside the third last minute now. Drew is tackled on the 40. Will they put it through the hands? It's with Solomona. Now Butner. Butner's pass. Look to go forward. Wagon. Now Parramatta's got it back. 6 more tackles.
It was played out by Willie Talau, who tried to catch the football, missed it. So they will have a good opportunity here. Jamie Lyon takes it inside the 30.
Lyon played it back for Solomona. Pushes it back for Drew. Drew for Hodgson. Hodgson tries to slide through a gap, looking for legs that'll carry him. Now Michael Vella winds it up and lets it go to the 10-metre line.
Got to go the other way. They've gone the wrong way, no doubt.
Marsh. Now it's Violecki.
Oh.
He gets it away. They're over. Parramatta's in. The try has been scored by Jason Moody.
No, forget I said that.
Jason Moody scores. Great call,
They've
Sterling.
gone the right way. They've gone the right. Well, I don't know. They must have been short both sides, because on the far side, there were only 3 defenders up against 5 or 6 Parramatta players. Stephen Price is talking to the referee. We're going to the video ref. We're going to have a look at Nigel Vangana. They come this way, and there looks to be ample defenders there, but a good decoy run here by Nathan Hindmarsh. That's no problem, because Vangana's just gone on to take him. Violecki draws his man, puts Moody over uncontested. That's fine. But now you would not get a more difficult conversion.
Right way, wrong way. They went the try way. That's what they did. Outstanding stuff. They only had 3 attackers on about 6 defenders. Green light, 20 all. Brett Hodgson. He can make a hero of himself here. A kick to win the game.
Well, this was the play on the last tackle of the previous set that gave Parramatta back possession. If Willie Talau catches that football, they win the game. I'm not saying that they're going to blame him, but that's how close this match has been. And now, look, they come this way, and honestly, there are 4 players up against 6 defenders, and it is the decoy run of Nathan Hindmarsh that opens it up on the outside for Violecki and Jason Moody. A well-constructed move, and it was bodies in motion, changing the point of attack. That's isolated Hazemil Masri. He had no chance to stop that.
So Brett Hodgson, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, has this kick coming up for you as we come out of the replay, and that's where he is. At the T-bar of the 20-metre line. It's on its way, and it's wide. They are going to have to be content with a point each. 20 all, the Dogs and the Eels.
Well, Rabbit, you're an absolute genius. You said with 4 to go you could see another try in this game. Can you see another one?
No. No, I cannot. But I'll tell you something. Those that have argued for a change to the interchange, they must be really singing its praises tonight, because this, okay, so it's not like it used to be way back, but there is a real test of stamina in this game in 2001.
Well, can they get within field goal range? That's David Wesley bumping through players, getting close to the halfway line. That's 4 tackles gone.
Look at the clock, Peter.
I don't think there's a field goal exponent out there in the last 10 seconds from this distance for Parramatta. They've got to go for the try.
Well, Violecki is tackled. The siren will sound. He'll just have time to play the ball. It is out to PJ Marsh. It is out to Michael Butner. He dummies through. It's gone from Drew. It's gone to Wagon. Wagon gets